Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's. You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's... The job is to help us get this caravan in design and find new king. You'll get a bonus if we make it in design. Plus one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Gravetail.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Earning my keep. The work suits me. Grew up in New Reno. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life. You ask me, best to keep moving. Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. The scuzz factor's off the charts. So I got my ass out of there while I still... Place lived up to its name, that's for sure. When you got fresh water and a trickle of geothermic power, spent more years and took more bullets. If it wasn't the 80s or the White Legs raiding, it was someone from town. Got tired of shooting the folks I was supposed to protect. What's the difference? Bunch of them swept into town. By the time we caught up, made it back to Caliente without further losses. If the 80s had wanted to kill us, we... Used to be they raided Northeast. Soon enough, the White Legs eventually...
Have you seen that tower in the strip all lit up? You can see it for miles.
The Legion's fixing to attack who?
You looking for trouble, bud? I got plenty to... Hey, fuck you! I didn't say nothing about using Psycho! Nice job, Eagle Eye. Of course I got a pit boy and a vault suit. So what? Sorry. The shit I do with it is so far over your head, be wasting my time to put it in words you could understand. Basically, it makes me badass. Jed says it's got... Huh? Me? I'm so used to wearing mine. Go ahead. Your work... Hey, why you gotta go and be like that? Fuck! Look, this is a sweet gig for me. Don't go fucking it up. What are you after anyways? Fine. You win, asshole. Enjoy leading the expedition into a fucking ambush. Hope you all die.
Damn. Good thing I ain't there.
To the town of our
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. Moving on. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have. But you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true. Say.
Are you here to jar at me or... Wait a... Are you now? I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can... You sure you're ready now?
Have been broken.
Well, all right then. Let's get moving. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpais Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpais Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpais Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way, and if they don't, We've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
Come on, come on. No time to waste. Shh. Hold on now. Could swear I heard something up ahead. God damn it! Ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
Hoy! Whitelegs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky lad. You came from outside, didn't you? Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, he'll want to talk to anyone coming up from... Good sists. We head east then. What can I tell you? Mostly it's the mountain bighorn. My guess is one of the calves. If that calf... Yeah? Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you... You... Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there. What can I tell you? Mostly it's the mount. My guess is one... If that calf... He's been the chief of our tribe since... I don't know. He doesn't talk about it much. Now you sound like Joshua. Whitelegs. Nasty bunch. That's what Joshua said. Whitelegs came down. Joshua found some of the survivors led by a man named Daniel. He and Joshua have been arguing over whether to stand and fight the Whitelegs. That's the weird part. Normally the Whitelegs keep to the Great Salt Lake. What? Our advanced scouts leave chalk signs. Dead horses mark ourselves to commemorate our hunts. We came up in the land of the dead horse. We raided. We fought. We lost. When Joshua first came to us, he was servant to a man he called Kaisar. Then he lost his master's army to a tribe called NCR, the Sunset People. He led us away from Kaisar. If it wasn't for Josh, he taught us how to hold our territory. We decorate our clubs with them to honor Joshua Graham. Can't say they seem that dangerous. Only a little. I was very young. When he came back, Little bit. Well, because they're our enemies. What else would we do? They take our land, they kill our... Well then, let's get to trading. We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yao Wire plenty mean as a rule. You can take the path north here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look. Keep headed north, around this rock pile.